You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show.
I don't care. Woohoo! I don't care. Yeah. Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another episode of Snooki and Jwoww. Last Call for Uterus, episode 3. That's quite the name.
It is quite the name.
For this episode.
It fits it.
It fits. So I am your host, Erika Vieira, and I am joined here with my two lovely co-hosts.
Hello, it's Kelli Taylor.
Hey guys, I'm Annika Michelle.
And you guys, this was a pretty active episode. There's a lot going on. We have a lot to squeeze in, a lot to talk about. So let's just get started right at the top of the episode. Obviously they're wrapping up from last week. Snooki's really upset. She's really uncomfortable. And then we see a little bit of like Jionni and Snooki just being really cute.
They were really cute together, and he was talking to the baby, and the baby even kicked, and you can tell he was like, he's gonna be a loving dad, and he was like taking care of her and making sure she was okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a side of Jionni that we haven't seen before. So I really, really like that. He does seem like he's always there to comfort Snooki, and he's just going to be an amazing dad.
I know. I mean, we kept on talking throughout the, like at the beginning of the episode. We're like, oh my God, that's so cute. Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. And he really is cute. I mean, I've always been a big fan of Jionni. Just like from day one, I thought he's a perfect for Snooki. Like she's a big personality, and he always seemed to be like okay with her like having the limelight. He's more a reserved, shy person, and now we're starting to see like his like paternal, like a paternal side.
Yeah.
And like how I just think they're gonna be the cutest parents, and I think they have a really like I think going into deep, but like I think parenting has a lot to do with the relationship of the couple and how strong that is, and I think they have a very strong relationship, and I think that they're gonna be great parents.
It's gonna last. You can kind of tell.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They have great families too, so you can only expect for the two of them, from what they came from, to be great parents. And the baby's not even here, and Gianni's, to me, sometimes seems a little more excited than Snooki, even though I know he's not more excited than her. It does feel like that sometimes.
I think with Snooki, it's just she's so physically uncomfortable and she's like
tired, and she's over it.
Yeah, so over it. And it's so true about the family. It's like they're so close with their families. They're living with Gianni's family. It just makes sense. It's just they're going to replicate that. And, they have great role models. Speaking of family, we met somebody else's father this episode. And it's interesting because with Jwoww, historically with Snooki and Jwoww and Jersey Shore, we haven't seen much of her family. A lot of like the Jersey Shore characters, I'm trying to think of all of them, but Vinny, we see his family a lot. Snooki, we saw her parents. We've seen a lot of them historically, not Jwoww. So this was really interesting.
Not too much. He's popped in here and there, but not as much as others.
I don't remember. See, I feel I've seen every single episode, and I could just have missed it. I don't remember having ever seen her father.
I don't remember seeing him either.
He's popped in. Like
Has he?
A few. Like it was like really short. It wasn't like the camera wasn't on him that much, but for a few times he's come in. I forgot which one. It was.
Was that Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
maybe when they were moving in or out or something.
Yeah. It was.
I bet. Sorry.
And I think it was like somebody's birthday or something he came to.
Okay.
It was some celebration going on in the house, but I remember like we've met him before, but it was really brief, not as much as tonight.
And I just have to say, just like for me, just kind of like really noticing him for the first time.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect him to look like that.
I didn't either. I don't know. Now I'm curious to see what Jwoww's mom looks
I was
like.
thinking, I was totally thinking the same thing. Like, what does she look like?
Yeah, I mean, maybe she takes after the mom, or maybe she dyes her hair. It's just that they were so different.
Yes.
They were both tall. That's the only thing I got from the two of them together.
Yeah, they look nothing alike.
No.
He was so light. He was very fair. Like, they just look nothing alike, and I was very surprised by that. But he had quite an interesting night at that barbecue.
He did.
It was a weird first impression for me, since it's the first time I've ever seen her dad. I don't remember seeing him on any of the other shows either. But they said once he gets a few drinks in him, he's the life of the party.
I love how he thought he had a chance with Terry and like, I mean, her name is Terry. He had a chance with Renee, and I love how like he kept saying, "Well, if no one else will," like that was his line. Like she was like, "Help me take this off." All right, if no one else will, come in the hot tub. All right, if no one else will, like he just was like, "All right, that's cool. Let me just go take care of this."
I'll do it. I'll jump in the hot tub with you. I'll help you, even though I'm twice your age.
For me altogether. There were no other adults there. Not adults, but I mean like
no other parents.
Yeah.
There were no other parents there, and he's there, and he's like all about hooking up with a friend.
Yeah.
You know, in front of the child. It just, to me, it would have been a weird situation to be in.
Yeah, like really weird. I agree. It was odd and
Awkward.
really awkward. And I have to say too, like there's something about that group. Awkward. There's something about that group which was really trashy.
Yeah.
Like when I mean, I don't know what you guys thought, but just like in general, like the group, I don't know, it just seemed like
They're not like the classiest of people.
no, it was a little bit trashy.
I feel like they should have thrown Eunice in there. I mean, it was like her kind of party.
I know. She would have gone along with the dad, I'm sure, in the hot tub. So that was like the most of the episode was really focused on Snooki and the baby and everything, but we got a little bit of Jwoww time in there. So, and then it was cute too, moving on to like the little bro time between Jionni and Roger playing golf.
Yeah.
And Johnny making fun of Roger and his golf swing.
No.
I enjoyed that because Roger always makes fun of Jionni. So it's kind of like the tables are turned. You can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
So true. It's like, okay, Jionni maybe feels like he's better than something for Roger. But they talked a little bit about the possibly like proposing and that whole thing.
I think he wants to do it. It's hard. For me, it's annoying because she.
Yeah, you were annoyed while we were watching it.
There's so much pressure that she's putting on him. He already said, "Yes, I want to marry you. Yes, I'd like to be with you." He even gave her the green light to look at wedding rings and dresses. I think she's doing just a little bit too much. Just let it all play out and let it happen first.
You think she's just not letting it happen like organically? And
Yes,
she's forcing
exactly.
it. I mean, it looks like obviously we know just from real life that they are engaged, and it really genuinely seemed like he wants to do it. I think they'd probably just want to wait till maybe after the show because it looks like they got engaged after the show. Maybe just want to do it in more private.
Yeah.
They needed a storyline.
Yeah, that because other than that, there's nothing going on with them.
Yeah.
It's all Snooks.
Just stalling for TV.
It's all Snooki. So, and a little bit that we saw, which was of just sticking with Roger and Jwoww, was the dog poo.
Oh my God, so disgusting.
So gross.
Like 3 times, and he stepped on it. Like it went mush like that sound.
Oh,
That was so gross. And like, I forget who it was. Was it you, Kelly, who had a statement later on when they were in bed? I thought that was hilarious. Kelly's like, they trust that dog in their bed.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a good point.
it was just gross. And he said it was an accident. He said he didn't hear it. So then you throw the dog in the bed, and it's like, you don't know when this is going to happen either. You know how the show Best Week Ever, how they do who had the best week ever? I think Poop had like the best time in this episode. I mean,
Oh my
Snooki
God.
talked about it. The dogs had accidents.
Oh my
It
God.
was just all over.
Snooki always talks about poop, though. I mean, her nickname for Jionni is poop. Like, she's got this fascination with poop and
It had
pee.
the best week ever.
I know. We got to put that in there. All right, so we've got this dry run that they're doing, which is pretty funny.
hilarious. And I think you said it too, like, or I think Kathy said it when we were watching. She's like, they're videotaping while someone is videotaping them. Because, like, for a second you can see their car has, like, the lights and the cameras all taped in their setup. And they're trying to, like, you know, tape the dry run, which is obviously not how the labor is going to go.
Which is funny that they were taping the dry run. Why did they feel the need to tape the dry run, too? Like,
practice, I guess,
in their
taping.
defense, yeah, they wanted to do everything that they would do when she was actually going into labor.
Right.
So he's planning on taping her, like, going into the car ride.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd want to be on video for that part, like, in real life.
Yeah.
Would you guys?
I don't think I want him in charge of that much stuff. He has to drive. He has to videotape. He has to call Jenny. He has to carry my bags. Like, no, Jionni, you need to do one thing and one thing only.
And obviously he couldn't. He got lost going to the hospital, which they had gone to like a million times.
I noted that. It took them 25 minutes to take a 4-mile drive.
Ridiculous. Good thing she's not really in labor.
I know. So that's a good point. Like, he cannot multitask. Jionni is not a multitasker. Just have him focus on the hospital, getting her there, and be done. No,
clearly,
none of this video.
You know, MTV is documenting it also. So, you know, that part we can kind of leave it out until maybe you're inside the delivery room. And of course, they won't be there, but
who knows, though?
I hope not.
I don't know.
Maybe they might tape, like, up. Like, they can't turn the camera, like, down.
Yeah, they're not going to obviously show that.
Well, no, they can't.
Yeah.
Sure. But maybe they'll be, like, from the...
I think they might go in there for a little bit. Yeah.
It's Snooki, and she's not embarrassed by anything.
No, she's not.
She does
no shame.
naked cartwheels with her kuka showing.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
I think it'll be in there for a little bit. I mean, I don't know if it'll show like her pushing the whole time or whatever, but I think they'll be in there.
I think like catch reactions of people and like the sounds and of her face and Jionni holding her hand or something.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think I could go for that.
And then also too, like during the dry run, she like pees herself too in the car.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
Bodily Functions had the best show ever.
I know.
This episode.
And like we kept on mentioning like, dude, why? First of all, why is she wearing pants? I think was that when she was wearing pants. And secondly, why didn't she put a towel under her or like a piece of something?
That's disgusting.
And, like the entire episode she spent sitting and something is coming out of her.
Exactly.
And there's no barrier between her and the couch or like where she's sitting.
Or the car seat or anything. And this is an expensive car and she's just like chilling.
Yeah, those Range Rover seats are ruined.
Yeah. Not to mention that and then the fluid from the water breaking.
Her mucus plug.
I mean, there's a lot of drainage from Snooki this episode, but like it just seemed like she was wearing pants, no towels, nothing. Like
so gross.
It's so gross.
That just tells you, I mean, that's Snooki, because I feel like if it were me and I were pregnant, I would be worried about the seat and the couch and
I would be thinking about it.
Like, get some plastic. Okay, give me a towel.
Yeah. And it's uncomfortable.
And you don't want to be sitting in it. Like, she doesn't even change.
Exactly.
And she's just staying in it wet. And
In
it's like,
wet
wet, like, gross pants with her tinkle and her, like, mucus plug.
Oh my gosh, this is one of the grossest episodes ever.
She like goes back in bed with it too at one point to like lay down. I'm like, oh my god,
I know.
These people.
I know. Well, actually,
I bet she smelled so.
Oh my god. And that's our producer hearing, poor guy hearing this and thinking, what did I get myself into? Why couldn't I be doing one of the other shows? And then, along with the dry run, they did the Lamaze class with that other couple that was like, how the hell did we get stuck with Snooki? And they didn't even like seem like they were like having fun with it. The other couple was just like so annoyed, which was funny.
Yeah. It didn't look like she was that far along, so I feel like maybe she'll have a chance to go back. Like she wasn't as big as Snooki. She was like maybe 5-6 months.
Yeah. And imagine like showing up to like Lamaze class and they're like, okay, so we've got a special guest. Sign this release form.
Put some microphones on. You don't mind.
Yeah, you don't mind, don't you? And they're like, probably what? And then they're like, oh my God, really? They're like, oh, don't worry, probably won't air. There you are. And Snooki said they were boring.
Yeah.
Right. Poor people. They're just like, get me out of here, like right now. So then they got The dry run, and then we do show like a little bit of like girly time with Snooki and Jwoww doing some shopping or attempting to, and like the first part was Snooki. It was Snooki's shopping for an outfit for when she gets home from the hospital, and then we were supposed to go see Jwoww go wedding dress shopping prior to her getting engaged. First of all, which we've talked about this before, which is absolutely ludicrous. She should not be doing that.
The cart before the horse.
Right.
Isn't that saying?
Yeah, cart before horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
That just annoys me.
Oh, I know. And she's like, I want to go dress shopping. I want to go dress shopping.
That's ridiculous.
It's like, why? And well, anyways, she didn't get to go.
You know, I want her to actually go dress shopping. So maybe I hope that happens next week.
Yeah.
Because her ring was so ridiculous and the cost. I'd just like to see what her wedding dress would look like. I mean, you want like one of these huge designers to draw you up something and like get the finest material. Like it has to cost millions.
Or it's gonna be like something like crazy too, like pink or like
leopard.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like a crazy, you know,
not
crazy.
traditional. Yeah.
No, I mean Jwoww's Jwoww. She's got to keep that up. I mean, you know, I do not imagine traditional dress.
No.
From Jwoww.
No.
Speaking of the way she was dressing, one of you girls mentioned like, what the hell is she wearing? Workout clothes with the heels?
Ridiculous. She was in gym clothes and stilettos. When did that ever become cool?
In the world of Jersey Shore and Jwoww, that's cool, I guess.
And her like huge earrings.
Oh, her earrings!
They were like a painting mural on each ear.
Oh my God, they were huge.
That?
And it didn't even match her outfit. Like her top was like a V-neck, like like T-shirt.
It was just not
with leggings.
Not working.
And like I think they were like hot purple or hot pink high heels.
She was just all over the board.
She was.
Yeah,
her style's not.
Speaking of shopping, I have to mention this one part. I love the part when they're calling the baby store Bellini to see if all the stuff is coming in. And then they're like, what's an armoire?
I know.
No idea what an armoire is, but if it's coming in, it's whatever.
Like, whatever, we'll take it. And they probably got like the big like whole package, you know? They're like, okay, I'll get this, I'll get that, I'll get that. And she's like, wait, what the hell's an armoire? Like,
my favorite part was when the lady was actually listening to them and Gianni's like,
yeah. She's like,
do you even know?
Counting it? I know. He's like acting as if he knew what she was talking about.
You don't even know what you order. You're just, I had this and this and this.
It's because he probably didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Snooki was the one that paid for it. So he's probably just like, all right.
Or maybe they even got it free, you know, little plug from Bellini in the show. They've been there twice.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen that Bellini before. Maybe it was like one of the Jersey housewives or something. I feel like I've seen that. In
It's
like other...
it's a high-end.
I mean, I'm into all the Jersey reality shows. I watched the Jersey Licious one. If you guys have ever seen that one, about the salon in Jersey, I feel like it was in there too. I don't know.
See,
yeah,
they have free advertisement.
Yeah, because I feel like I've heard that Bellini's baby store, so obviously something's working there. Okay, and now for like the big finale of the episode, we've got like what we thought was going to be labor was actually just the pre-labor leading up to the labor.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think about that?
I mean, I felt bad for her because you can tell she's in pain, and she said she really wanted to poop. So the poor girl. That's all she wanted to do the whole episode was poop.
Well, it starts with like the mucus plug leaking. So the mucus, so she's sitting there thinking my water broke, and then it's her mucus. She's like, it's supposed to be a lot more water. It's just slimy and coming out.
I think she actually did break water too, because when they got to the doctor, the doctor said that the water was broken, but maybe not all of it. I don't know if that's possible.
Maybe it was just like coming slowly, and she had no idea instead of like a gush.
It just seems like her labor just seems like it's so long.
Yes.
It was just really long. And I have to give it to them. I mean, when we're talking like reality, I mean, this really seems, there doesn't seem to be anything manufactured about this. This is really reality. Like, we're really seeing it. Like, all detail and all.
Yeah.
Mucus plug, placenta,
coming out, everything.
Poo, pee, everything.
I think that's the good part about it being Snooki.
Yeah.
Because she's not embarrassed by anything that she does. It's like, cameras follow me. So, you know, other people may have not have wanted this much to be shown for their pregnancy. But yeah, Snooki, I mean, she's giving it to us real and raw.
She is uncensored, like everything.
Yeah.
And she says what's happening to her body. She's like, oh my God, the placenta came out. Oh,
I'm
it's
holding
slimy.
it in my hand.
Did she say that?
Yes. Gianni bursts into the bathroom door and he's called the doctor. She's holding it in her hand.
Oh my God.
Can you just imagine walking in there and Snooki's like,
Oh my God, here's my placenta. Here's my placenta. Johnny, what should we do with it? Flush it down the toilet?
mucus plug. Like, are you sure? Let's dissect it.
I'll take a picture
Oh
of
my
it and
God.
tweet it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. And so she's got this mucus plug and she's 2 weeks early. So she's freaking out about that. She doesn't have her furniture yet. She doesn't know what she's going to do. It doesn't seem like they're totally together and packed and ready, but off they go to the hospital. And, but then they get sent back. They get sent back home, which sucked.
I don't know how it works, of course, because I don't have any kids. But I thought once the water broke, you actually went straight to the hospital because that's when your labor was starting. I didn't understand why they sent her back
Yeah,
home.
I think 'cause she was only 1 centimeter dilated, and you can't like have a child till you're 10 centimeters.
Oh, is that what it
push.
is?
So they're like, you have a long time
Just go home
till
and
you like get
rest.
there, and there's only one room right now anyway. So go home, come back.
Okay.
By that time, some other lady would have delivered her baby. We have a room for you.
So
Yeah.
instead of making her sit
Right,
in the hospital, she
hospital.
had like an option to chill
Go
out at
home,
home.
exactly.
Yeah, because they didn't have the room ready for her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's great too, and we all picked up on this, and then Roger and Jenny picked up on this later, is her full blown like glamour look going to the hospital.
Her lashes, she's
know.
ready. Her hair, her leopard print hospital gown. She's like, I'm not wearing that blue and white ugly thing.
She has her own little
leopard.
gown.
I want to know when she actually did the makeup because she said she was in so much trouble. I mean, so much pain. So it's like, were you doing it in between contractions?
I
Like,
wonder
you're
if somebody
screaming
actually did
and-
her
I
makeup.
feel like somebody might have.
Do you think
Because
so?
everyone commented on it, whereas they don't really comment on her makeup on normal days.
Well, I mean, the makeup looks like how she usually does it. It just happened to
Right.
be the circumstance that she was in labor and like, whoa, look at you. You know, I think she might have had something. It's hard to do your makeup if you're like that much in pain. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
you could do it, but I would think it looked pretty well done. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like a crop job.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, she looked good.
She did for
Snooks,
someone who's
yeah.
about to deliver a baby.
Yeah. So
She
cute.
said that the contractions were every 5 to 7 minutes, so maybe she had to get it done quickly within that 5 to 7 minute time
I
frame.
know.
And
Even when you're not like having going in labor pains, it's hard to put on fake eyelashes.
It is.
You know, like,
Minus the pain and the contractions and the baby and the
And the
mucus
bodily
plug, placenta, the pee, the poo. So gross.
oh, it's so gross. And then we got poor Jwoww trying to be relevant in this situation and like showing up and saying, "Well, I have nothing to do, so I'll put together a piece of furniture." Yeah, that was just whatever.
I thought that was a waste of money.
Oh, I know. I thought so too. I was like, what was the point of that? She's getting
Because-
all this expensive furniture. I
Right,
mean,
and it was coming within the week.
yeah. I know.
And there is a crib upstairs, and I know I wouldn't run up and down the stairs to put the baby in the crib either.
No.
But maybe we could just bring it downstairs
Yeah.
for a few days.
Yeah.
Right.
And even like Gianni's mom seemed pretty annoyed about that too. She's like,
Yeah.
all right, whatever. Like-
That just felt like a waste of money. With the U-Haul truckload of things that you already got, I'm
And
sure there was something in there that we
That
could
the
have
baby
improvised
could lie
with.
on. I know, that's
Yeah.
true, huh? With all that stuff from the shower, there got to have been some kind of bassinet or something.
There was
Right.
something
And
in
the
there.
baby will probably sleep, in the same room and some
Yeah.
bassinet or, I'm sure they have something.
That age, they don't roll, they don't do anything, they just lay there. So
Yeah,
Put it
yeah.
on the pool table.
Lay a leopard tablecloth, put a blanket,
fine.
and stick it on its pool
A little
table.
doggy bed. It's like squishy. Put it in the pool. It'll be fine.
Oh man.
That's why I don't have kids.
I know, I'd be scared. There'd be a kid around you.
No.
And in the end, of course, we predicted this, that they weren't going to do the full-blown labor here in this episode. So we end with hearing poor Snooki again cry again. 2 episodes in a row where Snooki's crying at the end of the episode.
Well, this one I understand why she's
Yeah,
scared and
she's
it's
scared.
real and you know.
Yeah.
I was sad though because she was in so much pain at the end of last episode. I thought for sure she'd have the baby this episode. I was like all excited, and now I'm like,
they're dragging
gotta
it
wait
out.
another 7 days.
I know they're dragging it, but yeah, I mean, like we said, like it's reality. I mean, we see her emotions. She's scared. She just wants it to happen, and it'll be nice to see the baby and like all the happy, because she's so over being pregnant. And, like, I have friends that are pregnant now and people I know that are pregnant, like, kind of, like, pretty far along, and they all say the same thing. They're like, I'm so over being pregnant. It sucks.
So they just like it until the last few weeks.
Yeah, the last month, the month and a half. It's like, oh, I don't even like it, but it's just like, they're like, get this thing out of me. Like, I'm like a walking pain ball, basically. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the episode, unless you guys have anything else to mention. No, I think
we talked about it all.
I think we talked about all of the bodily functions and everything.
Oh my god!
I hope nobody watching was eating while watching this.
I hope not either. We should start doing that every episode. Like, what had the best episode?
I know. Oh my god.
I mean, it showed up a lot this episode.
Yeah, it did. All right, so now we've got news and gossip. It's just a little bit of news and gossip, guys, but we got it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Hey guys, so according to wetpaint.com, on January 19th, I guess Snooki and Jionni were on this like Twitter war with each other. And they were saying, is Lorenzo breaking up the couple? Because I guess Lorenzo was having a really bad day and they were trying to like be good parents, and back and forth they just kept like going at it with each other, Snooki and Jionni, about how bad the baby was being that day and like how frustrated they were getting. And I guess like Snooki's saying like, we're trying to watch a movie and this baby just keeps like pooping on itself and I can't get through a movie, and Jionni was just getting upset because the baby's not letting him sleep, and so they were like, uh-oh, is the baby like causing trouble? But of course, it's the parenthood, so it's normal.
And of course, Snooki's making everything public.
Right.
Yeah, why take that to Twitter?
No.
And I guess like it said like the hashtag was like Lorenzo's having a really horrible, terrible, very bad day. Yeah, and I guess it like trended for a second because of course it's Snooki and Jionni tweeting it back and forth. So.
Oh, and Jionni was tweeting it too.
Yeah, it was a war between them, so that's why they were saying like, is a couple gonna break up?
But they're probably sitting next to each other.
I'm sure they were.
It was all to keep it relevant.
Yeah.
Lorenzo problems.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it. That's a little news. I told you guys it wasn't that big of a news.
It was a quick little news and gossip. And also, definitely go to iTunes. Most of our listeners, viewers, see us on iTunes. We are on YouTube, and if you do see us on YouTube, make comments, like us on YouTube, but definitely like us on iTunes. We read all your comments, and we love to hear what you think, what you want, what you don't want. This show's for you guys, so yeah, we want to give you what you want. And rate us 5 stars. Yay! 5 stars. And now we got predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'll go ahead and go first.
All right.
And I'll say Snooki's having the baby next week.
Really? Do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't have any predictions. I'm just ready for her to have the baby. And I've been saying this since the beginning. So Snooki, have the baby. I'm ready. I want to see little Lorenzo, and I want to see you become a mommy. And about Lorenzo and his bad days, I want to see it. I want to see what it's like, what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see if it changes her, how it changes her, how it changes Jionni, if it brings them closer, further. I mean, how the parents are, So.
And Jenny too, like the friendship, like how that
dynamic whole changes.
All the dynamics are going to change, and and I think we kind of talked a little bit about more specific the episode next week, but like whether or not there's going to be cameras there in the delivery room, and and I think yes. You think yes, Kelly, or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even. Because on one hand, I want to say no because I feel like that's private, but then it's Snooki and nothing's private. So she could very well say, sure, show it all. Like, you don't censor me. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I think...
we said that. I think the cameras are going to be there.
And catching her emotions and reactions. And And you saw a little preview of her dad crying on the phone.
Yeah, that
It
was
so
cute.
sweet.
It is. The whole thing's cute. The
But-
family and Jionni and all that. So
They're so excited.
Yeah.
It's the first grandchild on both sides.
I know.
No, not for Gianni.
Oh no,
They
not for
had a
Jionni. Jionni,
whole-
remember?
really?
Jionni had all his siblings and his
Yeah.
sister, and they had all those
Oh,
kids
yeah,
there. That was
that's
what
right.
last week. Yeah.
This
But
is
for
this is
Snooki.
like the third
Snakes.
little
Yeah.
toddler
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Gianni's family.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Well, that's our show. Where can we find you guys?
I'm on Twitter and Instagram both. The name is I am Kelli Taylor, and it's Kelli.
I'm on Twitter at Annika_Michelle.
And I'm your host, Erika Vieira, and you can find me on Twitter at Erika Vieira LA. That's ErikaVieira LA. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches. Woo.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.